streamer, dude. I've been just trying to
Who were
do
you playing
something.
with last time?
What I was playing with last time?
When I watched you playing that, the one that I was like joking around how like every time I watch you. You just
Oh,
die
that was
when you
DeWitt.
lose.
DeWitt and Carly's sister.
Oh, okay.
Wait, how many viewers do you get?
Oh, nothing. Barely
He
anything.
gets
Oh.
Like
2,
1 to
3.
5. Yeah, like 1 to
Oh.
5, basically.
I was hoping you'd get like a bunch, and I was just gonna spam the chat with Chris has no resume.
Darn.
I'll do it anyway.
You do it for me, right?
That reminds me of the most legendary thing that's ever happened in this chat.
What?
Harrison going to that one Twitch rapper.
Oh.
There's this rapper on Twitch, and it's like you can throw things in the chat, and he'll
Rap about it.
rap about it. And Harrison went into his chat and put Chris has no resume, and he
Rap
definitely
about
rapped
that.
about it. It was sick.
So you can't hire Chris because Chris got no resume.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. What happened? I pressed...
Guys, should we start using teamwork like these guys are doing?
Teamwork in this game is,
I'm good friends with Owen
Oh.
right now. That's my teamwork. They're just sitting in these hallways fucking me.
What map is
That's
this
kinda-
called?
I
It
don't
was
know.
Ghost Town.
Ghost Town.
The legendary map pack.
Fucking loser, bro.
Guys hiding in this hallway.
Oh, wow, wow. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You guys got a small bean.
Oh, small bean?
Bean.
Oh, this guy...
Oh!
You,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well,
You made
no,
my
I'm
guy
not,
do the
because
dab.
that makes... I still got like 20 more of those to make up for tonight.
I don't think so.
Oh my God. I just
Bro,
gotta stay
Chris
away
really has no resume.
Bro, you really
What is
don't.
Chris up to now?
Listen,
We
we
don't
were
know
just
yet.
talking about
We were
this.
talking about this. We have no idea.
Still not close to graduating, and not much has changed since 2016.
He's gotten a job, that's it.
Yep.
Oh my god, fuck these brute shots, dude. It's ridiculous.
Bro, that dude will make fun of Marcus because he thinks Marcus is a bum, but it's like, let's be real here.
He'll try.
Bro,
He
he'll
tries making fun of me.
He makes fun of
My job
anybody.
of-
He'll make fun of anybody for like not having a girlfriend or whatever, and I'm like, Chris, look at yourself.
Remember you guys showing me the shit where he's like trying to make fun of me for getting a job for my parents, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the t-shirt still. Let's
Yeah,
go.
it's a t-shirt. That's on the shirt.
it's like, Chris, where did you get your job from?
Yeah, he was like, oh, TK got his job from his parents, and I'm like, okay, Chris, like, did you interview for your job? He said no, and I was like, so, and it's like a family friend, right? Yeah. So your parents did get you that job.
Chris is a character, man.
He is. I can't believe he actually like went through that conversation without realizing where it was headed. Fuck, give me this bubble shield. God damn it.
Oh, shit. I know. Careful. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Damn you, Armand.
Damn.
I'm
That's
struggling for
crazy.
kills here, and you're just gonna be doing that to me.
But you know what? It's Chris's fault.
You're right. Well,
Actually, you know what? No, it's Marcus's fault. Okay?
Marcus
I
has
can't
a
go-
$900 computer. You guys are haters.
I can't concentrate after that.
he's
I
going
can't.
all out, bro.
He's going.
He's going all out.
That's not that big of a deal.
He's going all out.
That's a lot of
Come on.
money to Marcus.
Bro,
He's
I
going
don't
all
care.
out.
I don't care. That's a meme now.
I want to
don't
know
care.
what he would have thought is not all out.
That's actually a good point. He probably
Yeah.
thought 900 was like the max.
Well, he has
That
a
motherfucker-
PC and keyboard, right? Does he have a monitor?
No, I don't think he realizes how much monitors cost. Look,
He's
I
gonna hook it
did
up to his TV.
He could do a
I-
1080p and be like, have a GOAT monitor. 1080p.
Well, yeah, he'd just be a 1080 gamer, which is
There is a,
fine,
yeah, I saw one for like 120, 144 hertz, and it's like the GOAT one. You'll have fun with that. don't play
Yeah,
Skyrim.
I was already talking to Harrison about when I, if I pass off this PC gym. Like, yeah, just become a 1080 gamer and
He doesn't
at least
deserve
get
it.
144 hertz.
He doesn't deserve it.
He doesn't deserve it. I agree.
Probably not.
He's like, dude, I'm giving you at least. It's like your computer is worth like 400, right?
I don't know.
Probably like I saw like a 970 go for like $100. You have a 980.
980 Ti.
Yeah. So like,
That's the most confusing thing about Chris too, because he's like, I don't think my computer can run anything. He's got like a 970.
yeah, it's a 970.
970
Marcus doesn't
Ti.
think he can run a fucking. Marcus doesn't even know he can run Halo.
Can we hold on? Can we talk about the Skyrim one for a second?
What?
What else?
He,
I
he,
had,
te-
like, oh, dear.
he texted me this morning and he's like, bro, like Cyberpunk runs like ass on this PS4, and I was like, oh, I was like, well, it is last gen to be fair. And he goes, yeah, but even Skyrim runs better than this, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
Marcus,
I
that
don't
game
yeah,
hope
dummy.
so.
Skyrim is
literally came out 2013, Marcus.
not even a 15th of the size.
He goes,
in pure
goes-
storage space.
he's like, yeah, even Skyrim runs better. I'm like, Marcus.
Yeah, it came out in 2011. What do you think?
Okay, Harrison was at my house when I downloaded Skyrim on my PC, and I was like, Oblivion was like 6 or 7 gigabytes. You know, those time of days, it was 6 or 7 gigabytes was large for a game,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Skyrim was like 4.6, and I was like, dude, Skyrim's 4.6 gigabytes. That's insane. Yeah, whatever. Cyberpunk's is like 70.
Bro, like, Marcus.
mean?
Different
Marcus-
world.
Me and
Call of Duty
CJ
Black Ops is like
carried you,
700 gigs.
Yeah, bro, but Marcus is hilarious.
Marcus is a goat.
Hey,
He's the
Armand and
best.
Jervin, can you guys get better? Me and TK are just carrying right there.
Hey,
If it wasn't for you guys, we would have won.
It's a team
My
effort.
PC's actually probably worth a decent amount. I had like good hardware, like across the board.
You could probably sell it. Well, like it's probably worth like 400, 500. Ah,
You should not give your PC to Harrison so he doesn't keep freeloading off you.
or oops. I went to Vermont. I don't know where that brought me.
I
Did I
need
get
him
kicked
stop
out?
having whatever. Not even like he's gonna play League with me. He doesn't like doing. Like I'd just rather play by myself.
To be fair, I know the appeal of playing by yourself. It's facts.
Look, I
So-
get it, but he's
can
like
just-
when I
can
he's like
just-
when I play League, he's just like, yeah, but with League you like playing with other people. In League, he's like, no, I like playing by myself.
If I ever got comfortable-
Your mic is not working right.
It was
what?
laggy. It was a little laggy.
You're saying things like I can hear you through the room, but I can't hear you through the thing.
Oh, hold on, because I'm picking something up real quick. Hold on.
Oops.
The heck is this?
Unanchored.
So that like you can like walk outside into space and like turns the gravity's real low.
Oh, this was the reach map.
This is
Where
weird.
are
It is.
Reach.
This is Reach.
Oh shit.
Look, all I was saying was, like, yeah, if I was comfortable enough with the game, I'd probably want to play it sometimes by myself. But
Slayer.
Nah, you just want to play all the time by himself.
Ooh, I'm
It'd
going
be like-
Hammerlock.
It'd be like you playing Halo, but you only want to play by yourself.
yeah, see, that's weird. Like, there's days when I play Halo by myself, but yeah, like, not like all the time. Like, yeah, sometimes I just like the game and listen to podcasts or.
Yeah, I know
Something.
that. I'm
I don't know. You can play.
game by yourself. But he's
He's
like,
the lead.
I only want to play League by myself.
Yeah, that's weird.
Man, I don't play shit by myself. Honestly, like if you guys don't get on, I don't play Halo. I don't even play 2K by myself.
Lost the lead.
Oh, I feel that too. There's a lot of what drives my
Tag
gaming
the
is
leader.
playing with other people.
Lost the lead.
Yeah, like
And
I
there are certain games I'll play by myself, but not much.
I don't even play Madden by myself. I only play Madden with like Raymond now. I play by myself if I'm at work and I got nothing else to do.
You play Grand Theft Auto though, but by yourself, right? But I'm guessing you
Yeah,
rarely ever play that.
Kind of like a one-player game. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Well, you
Well,
can play.
If you don't
play
play games
online.
by yourself, why are you getting a laptop?
Because I take it to
Tag
work
the leader.
and play it there. when I got nothing better to do. But now I just come home. Like I don't even stay at work. I just come home and I go back. But I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in a while. But earlier I did play the first few missions by myself. But I just have all the hacks on, all the mods, so I'm just like cheating. So I don't want to drive all the way across the fucking town, so I just teleport.
You just go all out and buy yourself a $900 PC.
That's all out, bro.
That's all
All
out.
out. I really. Can we find out? I just want to know what not all out would have been.
That's my new.
Is he really
favorite,
gonna do it though? Or is he just talking?
It's Marcus. I don't know.
He's probably not gonna do it.
Because I'll
Marcus
look.
does a lot of shit.
I can look for it, dude. It take like 1
I
day.
also-
No, don't. Do
I
not
was
think-
also telling him he should. Honestly, I think you should build it.
Him?
Dude,
Yeah.
alright,
Look, I
you say
know
that,
for
like,
him-
yes, but it...
Look, I
like,
think you could get so much more value out of building it.
No, 100%.
That's true, but dude, this is Marcus, though. Like, he didn't even know he was on Windows 8 today. It took him like an hour to figure out he was on Windows 8.
This dude got mad at me because I was trying to help him. Like, I just told him close the program, and then he couldn't figure that out.
Look, I understand he's
You can always learn to be not stupid.
at least semi-retarded, maybe more.
It's not a maybe.
But
Here's
you
the
just
thing.
get-
I
money-wise,
understand-
it's just so much better to build.
For sure, but I mean, because you know, like, oh, like he can learn not to be stupid, but Marcus has had 21
Marcus.
years to figure that out.
He's had 25 years.
It's true.
Like, look, Durbin would help build him. Michael would help him. I would help him.
Yeah, it's like Michael's done it before, right? I've like
Yeah.
I haven't
I've
been the
done it
main
myself.
builder. I haven't been the main builder, so.
But he would get offended. Marcus is the type of guy to be like if you suggest like helping him build his PC, he would get offended because he'd be like, oh, you just think I'm stupid or something.
Recorded.
Which, yeah.
You asshole. My
Oh,
hell.
I have sprint. I forgot.
Yeah, like he should build it, or he should. I mean, he should build it because yeah, you get the most value out of it. But it's Marcus, man. Like,
Tide the leader.
It's Marcus.
You can find some
Lost the
sweet
lead.
stuff, bro.
Tide the leader.
You have
Like,
it.
like I said, look, if this was anybody else, I'd probably tell them to build it. Unless, I mean, if they have the money, then and you know, you don't really care.
Look, I'll help him build it. I don't care.
but like Armand said before,
Look, a couple
Someone's gonna ask
of
him how
months
much-
ago, I would have told him. Actually, I was telling him just to get it pre-bought. But I've been looking so much at PCs recently, and it's just like I feel like I would have to spend so much more to get what I want on a pre-built.
Armand
Marcus is
said
gonna
that
buy
you're
3070. He's gonna go hard.
I know. Watch, he's gonna get a 3070. He's like, oh yeah, 3090. I thought it sounded cool.
Well, 3070 wouldn't even be bad. That'd be good because it's only like
Anyways.
$500,
That's true.
and it's a sick graphics card.
Yeah, if you
Even
can
if you
find
got a
it.
3060 Ti.
I'm in like a bunch of discords waiting for drop.
Oh, I'm not that hard yet. I'll start getting that hard in January, February.
I want to get.
I think the supply will be better by then.
Yeah.
I want to build one too, but like, yeah, it's impossible for me to find a GPU right now.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be looking at that.
Like, I do just want to start. Like Jervin said, like he built his shit over time. Like I would do the same thing.
Well, like it was
but-
over like 1 or 2 months. It's not like I got lucky.
Yeah.
Some people like get everything within like a month, and they just like the price doesn't matter. But I was kind of chilling.
Rubber band stacks to the ceiling.
Like I'll.
What?
Marcus is the type of guy. Armand said this that you're gonna ask him like how much storage do you have in his PC, and he's gonna be like, oh, 32
32?
gigs. Like,
32
no,
Yeah.
not your RAM, Marcus. Your storage. He's like, yeah, 32. One guy said he had 16, and I doubled that.
Here's the thing, like, I've dealt with Marcus's shit, like, you know, this random kind of stuff, like, where it's like, it's just random questions, like, I think about, like, you know, if he were to build his own or, like, choose the parts or whatever, like, it'd just be, I know we're helping him too, but it would be like trying to help an infant.
Yeah.
I tried to find out what his IP address was, and he couldn't even do that. It was just, you know, it was impossible.
What? Oh,
How would
I
you do
finally
that? Command. Because that's my
You
work.
just, you just do command, and then you
IP
go
config?
type in yeah.
Oh,
IP
okay, you
config,
know
and then
that,
just put
okay.
the- Yeah. That's the thing. It's like that's a simple. It's what? It's 2 steps. Okay, 3 steps because you have to type
You
in
have to press-
command on the search bar.
Yeah.
That's 3 steps. You couldn't do that.
This guy just wants to play Skyrim, guys.
Dude, in 2013, I had to teach him how to reset his laptop because I gave him like a link to like watch TV shows.
Yeah.
You know, like on one of those like pirate
sketch sites.
websites.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it's like one of those where it has like all those fucking like buttons all over the place that say like click here to watch this or something.
And Marcus
It's
is like,
it's
oh, I got it.
Yeah, I literally told him, I was like, all right, bro, if you're watching fucking Batman Beyond and this pops up here and it's like download to play this video, I kept telling him, you don't have to download anything. It's just advertisements and fucking viruses and shit. And like 4 days later, he calls me. He's like, "Yeah, man, my computer fucking doesn't work." And I'm like, "What did you do?" And he was like, "Well, I was watching one of the Batman Beyond episodes, and it said I had to download this program to watch it." And I'm like, "Oh my god, Marcus!" I was like, "I literally told you this exact thing." And then I had to fucking just wipe his entire computer. He was like, "Yeah, it doesn't have anything on it."
Yo, that man is legit beyond help. I'm telling y'all. Just
You gotta give him time. He's just not computer savvy. You can learn anything.
Dude, he's not anything savvy.
Durbin, it's been 21 years.
I don't even know how old Marcus is.
Well, no,
He turns
it's just,
25 in
no,
he
I'm
turns
not,
25 in a week.
I'm not counting
Toddler.
the infancy. Yeah.
He literally turns 25 in 8 days.
Some people are just like not computer smart, or like not like tech at all.
Yeah, I understand that, but like,
kind of
This
weird.
is like simple stuff.
But you would,
like,
you would think like Marcus would be into like going to the woods or something. It's usually like the replacement.
dude, my mom is like, how old is she? My mom is like 58 years old, and it's like teaching Marcus is like teaching my mom how to use technology.
I feel like my mom would be easier than.
My mom is like the most difficult person when it comes to technology. I've literally like back before.
Okay,
like, Apple
actually, my
Music
mom
was a
isn't that
thing.
bad. My dad's really bad. My dad would be easier than Marcus.
Yeah, back before Apple Music was a thing, I had to teach my mom like once a month how to download music because she didn't know how.
Armand, what are you more excited to play, or like to quote learn? Valorant or whatever, one of the MOBAs.
Probably Valorant still.
Yeah.
I mean, here's my thing. I'm just more optimistic about Valorant because I feel like by the end of the break, I should have a good enough grasp of it.
Yeah, like
Whereas, like,
I don't.
you know,
This is what I
You know,
think.
Valorant's pretty easy to learn.
You're gonna
Yeah,
play
no, that's what I'm
Valorant and
saying,
you can
but,
play
like-
by yourself, and you won't feel like you're gonna be fucking bang
Oh
your
my
head,
God.
right?
but like League or Dota, I don't know if I'll learn it enough by the end of the break where it's like, okay.
Yeah. Or like it's just I don't find MOBAs enjoyable anymore to grind them out.
Yeah.
Because I could just be like, if I want to frag out, I could just play 2D game or like Valorant and use my head a little bit.
Game over.
So
Yeah, these guys are gonna teabag me.
they're gods. You had no choice.
Just gonna go all out.
He might as well just buy an Xbox Series X.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
honestly.
basically told him $900, just buy an Xbox.
But yeah.
Honestly, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I want to go to gaming PC, but I don't play anything, so it's like, what's the point?
It is
You gonna
cheaper.
go all
Well,
out?
technically, right? This is the thing I wanted to bring up. It was like, if you buy Xbox Live every year for like 3-5 years, it's almost like. So what are like the things?
Yeah,
you
but
buy?
you end up getting it anyways because you get Xbox Ultimate. So.
You're still gonna you
What?
guys all have Xbox Ultimate?
I
I saw the ad game.
Yeah, I do.
Well, because you had
Uh,
like the Xbox before and you didn't know you're gonna get a PC. Because
Even
there's
though-
no
even-
benefit for me.
Even without that, I'd still get Game Pass. There's a lot of games on there.
But
Yeah,
what
there's
games do
Game
you
Pass
play?
Ultimate for PC.
Years.
Well,
I played Sea of Thieves. I've played Halo, obviously, right now.
Tomb Raiders are on there too.
Okay, what about this?
Age of Empires, bro. Come on.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen you guys play those games. You maybe played
Golf
it for
with
like 30
friends.
seconds. Probably played those games for like 30
Here's a
I
Like,
minutes.
haven't
deep
played.
enough.
Okay, I haven't played things off the Xbox stuff recently, but I have in the past a lot.
It's just the money wise, right? You're
Capture
you're
the
forced to
flag.
have it in whatever
Yeah.
to play online. That's still crazy to me.
Here's the thing, Marcus is poor, so he should probably just get a console.
Well, I'm lagging. Oh, never mind. I'm sick.
Lagging, just the excuse.
It's a forge roll map. Let's go.
There's a sniper on my body.
I'm sorry, Jervin. You probably died because.
Oh shit. No, I don't know what happened.
Well, I was upset you grabbed the sniper rifle, so I meleeed you.
Did he hit me? Or throw a grenade at me?
Yeah, I meleeed you. Yeah.
What were you saying though, Jervin, about the
Oh, it's just like
cost of Game Pass?
yeah. So for example, like, or just the cost of a whole Xbox, right? Because like, would you buy one controller, two controller? How many games do you buy? Like stuff like that. Because like, there's a lot of the things with PC. It's like the quote main
Stolen.
games are like free.
Flag dropped.
You don't have to pay for internet, or like you don't pay to play online. Unless you're
I
playing
was
like
gonna
WoW.
say, like, I was gonna say, where are you getting your internet?
There's a rumor though that they're saying that Live's gonna be free soon.
What is?
Live, just live, Xbox Live in general.
I feel like
But then
would
Game
suck.
Pass is probably like the
the Game Pass.
Dude.
No, Game Pass is pretty good value, but like, it's just like how many games will you play on it, right? And like time wise, because I was thinking about getting it for like Christmas for myself, but I just think about like, do I really want to play this?
Well, all
so
the
if you
games
get-
you play aren't into it, but it's like.
Am I playing in mid settings? Let me see.
If you get Game Pass Ultimate,
Oh,
you're
this
paying
is I
for
can do
the
enhanced.
live subscription and the games, and also
Oh, there we go.
the PC games are also on Game Pass Ultimate.
There we go. Max in and out. There we go. Ooh, that's smooth. Yeah.
although Halo Infinite's gonna be free anyway. Well, the multiplayer's gonna be free. So
If
Oh, is
you
it really?
have-
yeah.
Well, if you
multiplayer's
have
free.
Ultimate,
Well, the
Well, the
thing
whole
is
game
like,
is. Wait, I thought the whole game's gonna be free if it's on Ultimate.
No, the
since it's on
multiplayer
Game
is just gonna
Pass.
be free.
Oh, that's
How-
kind of gay.
how I think of it is just like,
Flag.
am I gonna
reset.
am I gonna play a game for 60 hours? I know that's like a dumb thing, but I just think of like a
you have to
dollar
reach 60
conversion.
hours.
Will I play a game for 60 hours? If I'm buying a $60
Flag
game.
dropped.
I think that's dumb. I think that's just your value. Too.
This is my value thing. Do you think it will run good on any comp? Halo?
Wait,
yeah, for
what?
sure. Someone's, Steven's talking on stream.
Oh, okay.
Flag
60 hours for
reset.
what price tag?
60 game, or sorry, $60 game for 60 hours. But then I'll compare it to another
Oh,
game.
yeah,
Like,
I don't think about it like that way.
well, like I think about it, that's like the bare minimum, right? Then I'll
feel
think
like-
about like something like shorter, like Last of Us is 20 hours, but like that, the value it's like $3 an hour, right? And it's like equivalent to a movie.
Flag dropped.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's how I
you
think of it.
You think?
Flag stolen.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just weird
Hold
like
on,
that.
Flag.
Yeah, yeah,
dropped.
so-
Oh, yeah,
your
I
value
usually
is-
think about it in more like
Flag
movie terms
stolen.
than I do.
Yeah. I don't even remember talking about, but yeah, that's just how I think of value in terms of like content, right?
Lost the lead.
Like that's why I can go like Patreon month to month on like podcasts because I feel like okay they give me like a couple hours a week.
Or
can-
OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans too. That's like 20. That's forever. It's basically free if you think about it in the long term.
Not the girls I follow.
Jeez.
I'm just kidding.
What does that mean? Do you like kill them? What?
What?
No, it definitely ain't free, is what I'm saying.
Flag stolen.
Ryan, we split.
Flag dropped.
Yeah, who's going in on this Belle Delphine
Flag
video with me?
stolen.
It's a lot of money. I don't know how long it's gonna be. This good thing could be 8 seconds for all I know. We want to talk about value? $35? Fuck that.
You're talking about $35 for 8 seconds of Bell Delphine shirt. And
I'll get that bitch off fucking Reddit. That thing will be on there before I.
Okay,
It's
so
way
what
too
about
early
this,
that
Ryan?
short, then yeah.
You sub to me, okay? You sub to me, then I'll put it on Twitch. There we go.
Okay.
That's
only $5.
Yeah, $5.
He just has to get like.
I'll use my Amazon credit.
He's only got to get like.
Flag captured.
I guess you'd actually have. Because isn't the rate you only get like half of it?
Yeah, you get like 250. That's why I'm just kind of just chilling with this. Like, again, I'm streaming to both YouTube and Twitch, quote, illegally. I'm not supposed to. Oh, fuck. Oh my god.
Wait, why is that illegal?
Because I've had
He's a
enough
Twitch
Twitch
affiliate.
time. Yeah, I'm a Twitch affiliate. Meaning, like, I've actually streamed enough where I can get money on it. On Twitch, if I want to.
Flag drop.
And Twitch is the only one that is.
Yeah, like, if you sign this contract, like, oh, we can give you money, but you can't stream to multiple things at the same time.
So you signed that contract?
I signed that contract, but it's not like a heavily enforced one, and as a 0 to 5 streamer, it's just better for me to just stream everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you were getting
Probably
like
not gonna play Valor
thousands,
today.
if you're getting like thousands of
How important
viewers,
is it to you to like
Yeah.
increase viewers?
What do you say, TK? Sorry.
How important is it to increase user?
Well, like, if I'm really trying going hard, right,
Game over.
I need to
And
be
we
doing
suck.
different things. Well,
Well, yeah, because then
like-
I would be saying like you need to start making YouTube.
yeah, no, well, that's why I've been streaming to YouTube, because it brings this Twitch, or like,
Straight to
whatever,
YouTube, yeah.
straight to YouTube, then I just
Everything's
edit the
archived
video
there.
for like a couple minutes, then I just like cut whatever. But the thing is, like,
YouTube's better.
no one cares about watching whatever. Like, what the fuck? Who am I? Why would anyone care? Right? Like,
'Cause
sure,
you're a
like,
good-looking dude. you
yeah,
know?
thanks.
You just gotta show up in that cat face makeup.
The cat face makeup. See,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. I have to think of like something. What's a niche that I'm good at, right? Or something that I can do that no one's doing right now, right? So I've been thinking about it, and I can't think of something that I want to do that fits a niche.
I think you'd have to stop playing such heavily populated games.
Well, yeah, that's one thing, right? The thing is, like, okay, so let's like frame the goal, right? Let's just say the goal is to have me become like a quote big streamer, right? And what is big streamer? That's 400 followers or viewers on Twitch. Because it's like 0.1% is 400 viewers. I was reading a statistic, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
But
you
sure.
only need 400 viewers on average to be considered a big streamer. Then right, like what are the what are the goals to do that? You have to incorporate all of your social media. You just need to have impressions, meaning, yeah, because people have to know about you. And the more you
you have
post
to be
your
a
social...
hot chick.
I was reading a stat too that women actually have a harder time on Twitch.
Damn. I don't know if I was a woman. I'd just be putting my
whoring it?
titties out there. I'd be whoring the shit out of it. I keep telling Suzanne she needs to do it. I was like, we'll just play Among Us, and you know, you just look hot, and people will subscribe.
That's the goal. That's the dream.
That is the dream. Oh my god, aimbot.
See, the thing is, it's like, it's a lot of time commitment, and the thing is, I'm big pussy. Big pussy. I've been thinking about it a lot. Because it's like,
Big pussy, how?
because
I
like,
know what you mean though. It's like,
because everyone thinks this, right? Like, dude, fucking Ninja is a piece of shit. Like, who gives a fuck about Ninja, right? They'll say stuff like that. And then it's just like, I could do that, but they don't do it. And why don't they do
it's
it?
like it takes so much time, yeah.
And it's just like, then it's like, do I even have what it takes, right? Am I willing to put that time into anything in my life? Then it gets me in a spiral where I get depressed. That's where I'm at in my life right now.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
can we
I know
kill this
what you
guy
mean. I've had these thoughts.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I've been just reading this book, man. It's just been depressing me. It's just like
what
straight.
book?
It's called Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's like a personal finance book, but it's just like shit. I'm such a loser. It just makes me like shit, man.
How did I miss both those grenades? God, I'm bad.
Oh shit, I'm so bad.
Is Steven still watching it?
He's messaging me. He hasn't messaged recently. He asked me if I'm playing Valo later. I'm like, probably not.
From advanced ecstasy.
Let's say 30 FPS.
Bro,
I was
don't
gonna
know
say
what
his
shotgun.
favorite League character, Orange, got a new skin.
Is Ramon still here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're just thinking. You're just listening.
No, I'm just big tired now. Look, I might
Yeah.
get off after this.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I'm pretty sure Armand said this is my last game like 8 games ago.
Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
an hour and a
I'm
half
having
ago.
Then I came in. My
I'm
B.
having a good time.
It was like 3 games before you got involved too.
Armand,
And then,
when you were
and then
doing...
Marcus started saying dumb stuff.
Yeah. When you were doing your work stuff, like what was like the cost, or like what would someone pay your company to do a website? Do you know those price amounts or no?
No.
No.
I mean, I just do the website stuff. I don't get involved with, because we have a whole other like department to handle that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know if you don't know if they pay monthly or anything to like maintain shit?
I know they pay us a monthly retainer fee, so it's like, you know,
What do you
well-
like? Could you guess like more than like 200, less than 200 a month, or is it
for
like
the retainer,
yeah?
it's probably more.
Okay, I'm just curious.
It's probably
Because
more, yeah.
I've been just thinking about like, okay, I'm gonna be like thinking about this life and shit like this. Like, how many of us are just gonna be working our job, right? And like, sure we can invest in like houses or like
Oh
a
my
house or
God.
something, but that's just gonna be like most of us, right? We're just gonna
Get
have
out
our
of there,
house and that's our
TK.
Right.
shit, right? But then like, then you're just working to hold your house, right?
House has
It'll,
more
it
value.
it'll take like 5, like if we start now, right? We'll have 5 to 10 years maybe to get a house.
Right.
Then at that time, we're just got the down payment, right? Then
Yeah.
that's only like 20% of it. Then like the other 80% we'll just be working that off, and luckily we'll just be getting like whatever paychecks, and maybe we'll get a raise, like a 5% raise, whatever, right? And that's just our life, right?
Damn, damn, Jeremy, you trying to just big depress everybody out here?
No, continue on.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, well, this is just gonna be our lives, right? That's like 90, let's say 90% of people, right? That's just like the
Okay.
standard. So like, what is something we can do to like benefit ourselves that seems worth it in the long run?
I mean, is this like a rhetorical question, or is this like an
Or
actual question?
it could be a question, yeah. Think of it. Like, what would be something like, because this is what I've been thinking about, or like this book again. It's like a personal finance book, but it's like most people have like one, like they're smart in something, right? Whether it be like I have quote coding, right, or whatever, or you have your graphic design stuff, right? And usually that leads to you working for someone, right? Like I'm not
Right.
creating my own shit. I'm really just helping some company get money, right? Or you're creating something for someone else, and you don't get like the true benefit of being the creator,
Right. Yeah.
right? So what is the one thing, like the book was, again, this is a book stating, it's just like usually many of these people they need one more skill to get, like you just need 2 skills, right? And one of them is usually just selling yourself,
Right.
right? Or you just need one more additional skill to actually be profitable by yourself.
Yeah. So I mean, are you just saying like, I mean, in my world, that you're basically trying to say like freelance is the way to go, right?
Well,
Because I mean, of course, like I think that's everybody's goal. At
Yeah.
least in my field, is to at least be freelance, or at least get to like a marketing, like an agency or a firm where you can just
you be
do
the
whatever.
you be your main guy, right? The thing is, it's like, yeah. So that's why I've been thinking about me personally, like what do I do? What do I like to do? And how can I benefit from whatever I do and I enjoy, right? So like, I guess I play games, but it's like, sure, I like I just make content like for fun. It's not really like I'm really focused on making shit like on Twitch or YouTube, right? Like even though I've been
Sure.
making videos and it's like for fun, but it was just for fun. Like I wasn't really thinking about getting money from it, right?
Right.
But that was something enjoyable. So I was thinking about that. Then I thought about like, okay, like I do know coding, right? Can I combine content creation and coding? Right?
I mean, yeah.
that's the thing too. It could be educational or like whatever it that be. Then I thought about like, okay, let's like think like other big picture, right? I don't know web dev.
Okay.
I can learn that. And that could be like a one thing, because I know I have like connections where like or businesses around here that I know that are looking into like trying to make new websites for them.
Right.
Right? So like that's something I can do by myself, me. Right? And that's
yeah.
That's just independent from me. Right? But yeah. So like those are like the 3 things I've thought of. Like me just thinking late at night, what am I doing with my life?
I mean, you know, if you ever want to learn web design and stuff, like so are you saying you want to you don't want to like do like the back end stuff where it's like you're
well, I was thinking about learning the back, like going through what is it called, WordPress and all that shit.
HTML and
yeah. Well, like
okay,
yeah, like a combination of that, but like I would have to understand my, because I understand there's benefit for using like Squarespace and stuff.
Squarespace, Wix, WordPress, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is a benefit for that for sure.
there
and
is,
just like
but there's also
simplicity.
a lot of. But there's also downsides to using those things. Like whenever I create content from those places, and then they want something really specific, most of the time you can't actually do that one thing.
So do you feel like confident in your abilities to like make a website, or just like using the quick way, quote, or the website building way?
I don't know enough HTML to where I can say confidently like I can create a really amazing website from scratch.
Or not from scratch, but using a web builder.
But if you give me a web builder, yeah, I can.
That's interesting. Do you think, okay, hypothetically, right? If I get a quote, I don't know if it's a, I don't want to promise anything, because like my jiu-jitsu coach wants to, he's been talking to me specifically, just because I told him my code, right? He said, oh, okay, you can make a website then. I'm like, I don't know how to make a website, but I can learn. He always like asks me. So I've always thought that was like, okay, maybe this is like a growing moment, and I'm being lazy and I'm not thinking about it like enough.
I think that if you want to, so I have to teach Eva graphic design, right? Well, I don't have to, but I'm gonna teach her.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to like, because I think I'm just gonna do like Sundays where I just teach her design and stuff, and one of my other friends wants to learn design. If you ever like want to learn like a little bit of just like the basic, like how to use Squarespace or Wix or whatever, like I can teach you. And I'm sure for most, here's the thing, like most people's needs, you can learn, or like I could teach it to you like
yeah
within a few weeks, and or at least like at least get you to a point where if you need help with it, like I could just tell you where to go.
Yeah.
And like what to input, and you can, and especially like what languages do you know? Like,
I just know like C, C++, C#. Those are like my mains.
Okay.
But like that's equivalent to like Java.
Do you know?
HTML.
So do you know like?
I have.
Do you know any?
Or say
Java
sorry.
or like Java? Do you know any of that or?
To be honest, I could learn it like pretty quick. It wouldn't be
Okay.
too difficult for me to understand.
Okay. I mean, yeah. For your jiu-jitsu coach, I'm assuming that
It's
I
not
mean, what
like
is it
fucking.
for?
It's just update his website so it does, I would like to have some functionality with it where like.
Do you know what the website's built off of? I'm assuming it's probably gonna be like Squarespace
if you,
or Wix.
I don't know.
What's the
pretty,
website?
It's called AG Jiu-Jitsu, I think. I'll Google it right now.
agjujitsu.com.
Yeah.
It's got Gracie, Reno competition team on it.
Yeah. Let me see. You know, like this is like, you see this, right? It's very like minimal. Like if I've been thinking about it, what would I do to this website, right? It would be like, okay, let's actually list classes, because I know some of these are like, they change all the time. It would be nice to know the instructors are there. It'd be kind of cool if like you post a class that's gonna happen, and it would be connected to your Instagram and your Twitter and your Facebook, and they all print it out. Right? So like if a person like is interested in, they'll know like, okay, I have class on these times, because like a lot of times they'll be off, or like there's special classes that no one knows about.
this, I mean,
This looks
actually,
super simple, right? This looks super simple to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like you could do this in a day type thing. That's what my impression of this website was when I was looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, if you...
Because, like, I can tell you can look at this and you're like, okay, that looks like shit. Like, this visually looks like shit. Right? Like, it looks like it looks like a thing from, like, 2000s, and it doesn't have the modern design. The thing is, like, you know, these are, like, old, like, fighter people, guys, you know?
Right,
like,
yeah.
This guy knows, like, the original Gracies. So it's just, like...
Yeah, I mean...
It's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized Armand wasn't in that game.
Armand's just looking at this funny website.
Yeah.
I'm back out of this game too. I've had enough of getting my
Yeah,
shit
like, I'll
kicked
tell in the
in.
Discord, but I mean, really, the most complicated thing about this website, believe it or not, is just the schedule. That's it.
Really?
So, the reason why is... So, two things about the website...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you don't... Hold on. Yeah, because for the most part, like, when you create stuff like that, you usually... So it's either you use a widget or you do create some HTML.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you do create it using, like, HTML or whatever it is that you use, like, you're actually creating, like, a whole table for it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
rather than just, like, setting it up, and then you gotta create the grid, blah, blah, blah. That's it. I mean, everything else on here, you could just use it straight from the web builder if you wanted to. And, yeah, if you have all the assets, if you have all this could take... Like, for me, if you count out the, you know, the table, this would take me, like, a couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a way to, like, figure out where this website was built on?
I actually tried to look at the, you know, like, the page source. And, I mean, just from, like, a really quick glance, I can't find anything. So, I mean...
This is, like... Yeah. It seems pretty, like, not too difficult, to be honest. This is my...
Yeah, I mean, if your goal is to either create websites like this or stuff like that, I mean, like I said, I could teach this to you really quick.
Yeah. Well... I guess just let me know if you're doing that with Isa. Wait, what are you gonna do with Isa? Is it just, like...
She wants to learn just like not web design, but just design.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she'd probably be doing something a little bit different than what I do. But
Like what? Or, like, does she have Premiere, or are you just gonna show us some Premiere and, like...
well...
Or are you gonna talk
I'm
about
gonna
concepts first?
Well, I'm gonna start it off with, like, Photoshop and then
Okay.
Illustrator. I don't think we'll get to anything beyond that, honestly, because, like, the stuff that she wants to do is, like, she wants to kind of just create resources for teachers and stuff like that, although she said she is kind of considering, like, a career change.
Yeah.
Which, in graphic design, I mean, do you need a degree? No. You know, like, you really don't need a degree.
Yeah.
I mean, is it preferable? I mean, yeah, but if you have a good ass portfolio, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I got a degree, or I'm going through the degree just because I wanted to actually, like, learn it. I feel like it's the easiest way to learn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna teach her, like, how much I know, and for the most part. But I don't think she needs to learn animation or anything crazy like that. Those are really time consuming.
Do you know After Effects and stuff?
Yeah. But the thing is, this winter break, actually, I'm gonna spend more time into it.
Oh, okay.
Because I actually thought it was really cool, but I didn't have it as much. I didn't pour as much time as I wanted to
Yeah.
during the semester. It was like I did my projects just to pass, rather than just, like, doing it to, you know, like, just the animation part. My what's it called? My brand identity project. I mean, that one I went off, but
Yeah. How long did it take you to make all that? Was it just, like, you had to think of the theme and stuff, also?
so I had to redo the whole thing 2 weeks ago. 'Cause
Yeah.
when I was, like, in election mode, it was basically just, like, everything that I turned in was, like, brain dead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I had to put, like,
Hmm.
I'm trying to think, because I pay basically every time after work, I'd go straight into that.
Yeah.
So anywhere from like 20, no, it's definitely more than 20 hours.
Hmm.
Yeah, that one, that a lot went into that one, so I couldn't even tell you like how long that one took, because that was like the last 2 weeks where I was like, okay, I need to basically like, because that's a whole semester's worth of work basically.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It
like I
seemed like a
crammed it
lot.
into the 2 weeks. Yeah.
It seemed tough because it seemed like you thought of like all the whole design and how it would everything like
Yeah, because
combines
like
together.
if you're creating a brand, you have to think like long term.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you can't just make something that looks good in one instance and then like one thing, right? It's this like logo that you guys did, like, or your teacher, whatever.
yeah.
Like it looks good if it's blown up, but then using it as a website icon, I can barely read the thing. Stuff
Do
like
you-
that.
Okay, so like hypothetically, right? I don't know. I'm kind of like I'm trying to figure out what I want to do again. So like if a random content creator asked you, what would be your price
Or I mean, what
for something
what do you-
similar to your brand quote? You're like, so I guess it would be.
Oh, a brand identity? I mean,
Yeah.
it depends on like.
So they'd give you like ideas, like this is what I'm about, this is what I want to do, right? Then they said like, I guess they would say like, I want a YouTube banner, YouTube channel, YouTube icon.
So it
Twitch,
depends
blah, blah,
on the
blah.
person.
Yeah.
I had one person. I mean, he was kind of successful. Like he had enough money. But I mean, at the time, I was still kind of like this was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. So you're like
So I was
beginning.
kind of like a
You're
scrub. So it's kind of hard to like charge them what I should be charging them.
Yeah.
But basically for a logo and like kind of like redoing like their social media, so like I created banners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I charged like 800.
Yeah.
But honestly speaking, I only spent maybe like 4 or 5 hours doing their stuff.
Oh shit.
So I mean, should I have charged more? I mean, honestly, I can now
Yeah.
if I really felt like it. But most of the people that I've been working with lately are they're only like, you know, startups and stuff like that. It's almost like I kind of just feel bad if I charge more.
Well, is it? Well, like
But
I
at
know
the same
you.
time,
The
it's
here,
like-
or were you like part of that Here and Strong one thing?
Yeah, so that one is actually
Like a
freelance,
friend.
or that
That was
was
like a
like a friend. So I actually did that like pro bono.
Yeah.
But I'm still kind of like helping out with their social media graphics because really it doesn't take that much time.
Yeah.
And I help out with the apparel. This one's more of like, so, of course, like it's not like I don't care about the brand, right? Like I do.
Yeah.
But the kind of advantages of doing stuff for friends and like these startup companies is you kind of just get to create it like on your own.
Yeah. It gives you experience, and it technically puts your name out there in a way.
Because like, okay, so like for work, right? For my work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, so technically I kind of have, if I take this job, then I'll have 3 jobs, right?
Sure.
So I have my freelance,
Your school.
I have my work at the firm,
Yeah.
and there is a studio in Vegas that's trying to hire me as a contractor.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I'm
It's worth it.
necessarily, not that it's worth it, but it's like, so I just got off like straight off the heels of like election season, and then after that I have to go do my capstone stuff, right?
Mhm.
So that plus all my freelance clients right now, like I don't know if I necessarily like have the time to invest in them where it's like the stuff that I create is good.
Mhm.
Because the last thing I want to do is like they hire me on this studio, which I really like them, you know, but then I give them like 20% effort.
Yeah.
Like at that point, I just feel like I'm robbing them. Like I don't, like honestly, I feel like I make good enough money now,
Mhm.
based on like my firm and like my freelance work, where it's like okay, like I don't like I just kind of want to focus on finishing out school and then
Yeah.
learning stuff, and then I'll like up everything. It's like right now for people that like I know and like they're my friends, like I only charge like 200 a logo, which I should be charging more.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, because
Most
you
of
do, you
these
do your
people are
logo,
art.
then you do like different versions of that same logo, right? Like you don't go.
well, usually like I'll give them like 4 or 5 options to start,
Yeah, and then they
and then if
kinda
they don't like
choose-
that, yeah, and then like it'll go through iteration, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the nice thing about like freelance or like, you know, a lot of like these like pro bono work and stuff is you get to create the brand, you know, on your own. Because yeah, when you work with other people, they have their own inputs, and then it's kind of frustrating because most of them just have this mindset of we just want it to look good, which for what I do is kind of a problem because, well, you know, for the most part, like yes, it should look good, but a lot of it is also based on like objectivity.
Yeah.
You know, so like if it's just, you know, if you're saying I don't like this color, like okay, why do you not like the color? You know, stuff like that. Like, and so that's the problem is like most people, and that's the thing when you were like, oh, you have to learn how to sell yourself. Like that's something that I need to work on.
Yeah, because
It's hard. Yeah,
well, it's like it's also weird
it is. Yeah,
because like I've been thinking about this again. Again, this is from me reading the book and like really like self-evaluating stuff. It's just like our whole school is just to be like you go to school to learn how to be a worker.
that's actually one thing I appreciate about UNLV.
Yeah.
They actually, so we don't actually spend a lot of time learning the programs. A lot of design schools, they'll actually go through every program. UNLV instructors, which, like I said, I'm appreciative because some of them are actually like they come from like
good backgrounds.
I don't know how we hired them.
Yeah.
Because again, like I feel like, you know, when you think of UNLV, like the hotel program's pretty like good.
Yeah.
And the business program's good, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But like some of them, like we had like one of our guest speakers is like she's got like the biggest design podcast like in the world. And
really?
you know,
That's cool.
she was like one of our guest speakers. I was like, what the fuck? And the other one of our other designers, he was the one that created all of the Obama graphics and stuff. Or like he was like heavily involved in it. And so like, you know, we have a lot of like hotshot like kind of connections and stuff.
Yeah.
And the way that they actually teach stuff in our program is they don't really teach you how to be a designer. They're actually trying to get you to think more like a creative director and stuff.
Yeah.
So rather than just like teaching you like, hey, this is how you do, you know, this is how you mask in Photoshop, or like, well, obviously that's like the easiest thing, but like, this is how you do this in Photoshop. It's why do you need to do that in Photoshop? You know, like that's why we spend so much time in like the brand identity stuff, because it's like they don't really care about like how cool you can make a logo. They're more interested in like the thought process behind it and the concepts.
Yeah, they care.
Which I think has helped me out a lot, because I mean, there's a lot of designers out there that are really good at making stuff look good.
Yeah.
And then it'll, you know, and then, you know, you'll post it on social media and it gets a lot of clout and stuff. Like, and in a lot of ways, like, not, and it's not to be like, you know, insulting, because there's a lot of stuff I can't do that they can do, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of like, I mean, you know, graphic designers out there, graphic artists, because I mean, I think they're kind of different. Who they can do the coolest fucking illustrations, but then that won't work for like a brand, and vice versa. Yeah. But I mean, you know, low key, if you are interested in like design and stuff,
I just feel like I need to learn stuff. I just feel like I'm caught where like personally I just like, how can I explain this? I just been thinking about money, right? Are you on my stream? Can you see my stream? Or are you just
I wasn't. I'm like doing stuff right now too.
Oh, okay.
But I can look. I mean, what are you doing?
I was just gonna show you just a quick picture.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me see. Let me go on.
This is like a diagram.
Let me get to this ad, bro.
You're watching an ad?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what was I learning, right? So you have two boxes, right?
Yeah.
This is how money works. You have your fuck, I already forgot it. Let me look it up real quick. It's like your income, your expenditures, whatever. I don't spell that. Whatever. And then you have your assets. And then you have your, what is it? Liabilities. Right.
Okay.
So your income is like your job, right? So your job, this is your job. It goes outside. Expenditure. Sorry, someone in chat's like talking shit. Okay, so you get your income, right? Usually people do this. You have your income. You go to your expenditures, right? You have your, what is it? Let's just say you buy your food, whatever, rent. What else? What do people buy? Clothes and shit.
Right.
Entertainment.
Entertainment, right? Entertainment, right? They buy some random shit. Then.
OnlyFans. That's
then
mine.
yeah, OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah,
OnlyFans.
You gotta add like double the amount of money into that one.
Yeah, that's there we go. There we go. There we go, right? That's kind of like how we do things, right? And if you're lucky, probably I'm assuming most people this is what they're at, right? And let's assume you have enough money for a car, or let's say, what's the best thing?
What's your Twitch name, Jervin?
Twitch.tv/JustJervin, or you can go on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
You can just look up YouTube Just Jervin.
Oh, okay.
But oh god, what is it? So this is what most people. Oh, I should do that. I guess I guess it's kind of like shitty. But yeah. So you get your income. You just put in your expenditures. You have nothing. This is like everyone's life, right?
Yeah,
but
Steven. Everyone gets money from.
so if you let's just change red, right? This is how rich people get money, right? They have assets, and it goes to here.
Yeah.
Then it goes here. So my thought is, how does that happen? What the fuck? How did they even get this? And what are assets? Let's just say, stocks. Your own business. I can't think of the other examples in the thing, but these are like the main two things. I guess you could say, houses is questionable, right? So what is that?
Yeah.
Let's say house. Let's put it in the middle, right? Why is house a liability, right? Because, for example, you lose your job. Let's say you have your job, no more job,
Yeah.
right? Now you have to pay off your house. How are you gonna pay off your house?
Yeah.
Because basically, you would pay off your house after you could do your food and rent. You'd pay off your mortgage and house mortgage.
Yeah.
Then you're fucked. You can't pay off your house.
Yeah.
But, for example, if you have stock still, your whole goal is to just have your assets, your stocks, and your businesses get you more money. And this is like and whatever extra money you have and you have your expenditures, it goes back. All the extra goes to assets again. You keep reinvesting. Right. So, again, I'll try to control Z out of it. We're not worried about what rich people do, right?
Yeah.
So, like, how can we break out of this circle of you have a job, you have your income, you have expenditures, and you probably don't have enough money to go to this other step. And, like, this is, like, you're starting off as a young student, right? Maybe eventually you'll have enough money to think you're gonna go here to buy your house. And again, it's only considered a liability because it doesn't give you money. A house doesn't give you money. It only gives you money when you sell it.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I'm considering it a liability. Again, this is
no, for sure.
This is what rich people.
It's for sure a liability.
This is like from my read from this book, and it kind of makes sense to me. So I'm just bringing it out there.
Because like I mean, once you pay it off, then you could say it's an asset. But
yeah, or like you buy
that.
the house for a day, then you sell it. So that's why that's considered an asset because you can actually get the money.
Agree.
So right, this is like with this liability being the house. This is like if you this part only. This is like you're young, right? And when you think you're finally middle class, you'll include the house. That's when you're middle class, right? So how can we get assets, right? So basically when you have your job, you're literally fighting for fucking scraps, right? So let's say you have a good job out of college, 50K, right? That's a pretty good job anywhere except like New York and California. Well, right? That's a pretty good job anywhere you go, salary, right? This is, you get this at like 20, let's say a good age, 23, whatever.
I'm gonna save this and send it to Raymond.
Okay. Hey, don't be a hater. Once you pay off in time, the value of the house will go up. That's what my friend Steven, most of the time. Yeah. Okay, we'll do the math on a house, right? $400K house. 400K house. So you need 80K. Right? You need 80. That's 20%. That's 20% down payment. With a 50K thing, you're still buying your expenditures, which is probably like around 60%. That's like lowballing it. 60% of your income.
Yeah.
How are you ever gonna get 80K? Right? So it's like,
Yeah.
We can even do the calculator. So you have 50K. Let's say 20 divided by, or times 0.6. That makes sense, right? So then that's assuming you're saving everything, and nothing ever goes wrong in a year.
Yeah.
So you have to save for, was it one, or then 80 divided by 30? So, oops. 80. 2.5 years. This is literally the best case. Assuming you never do anything other than food, rent, clothes, and eat. And OnlyFans. Right?
Yeah.
OnlyFans. Necessary. Are stocks and stuff considered assets? Yes. Stocks are considered assets because they give you more money. But, well, there's different types of stock. There's dividend stocks, and that actually gives you physical money, while stocks are just... They can go up and down, right? So what we're talking about? Yeah. So how can we get assets? Basically, if we have this 50K job in 23, if we're even lucky, at 24, we'll get 5.5, 55K. That's great, right? If you're amazing, you're 25 years old, what is it? You'll get, what's 10% of that? You'll have 62K. This is like best case scenario, right?
Yeah.
And by this time, that's 10%. That's a great raise. I've only had like 4% raise over my 3 years in my company, right? And I'm going crazy. And eventually you're gonna be thinking like, dude, I do so much for this company. I work every day, and I literally, like, I can work a billion times harder than all my peers, and I might even just get 4K more. Am I really worth only 4K to this company that I give millions of profits to?
Right.
Right? And it's just like, oh shit, like, what? I'm not really benefiting myself. You might be learning in the job. That's a benefit. But it's like, you're really not benefiting yourself long run, because you're just going to be doing this. Right? So it's just like, what are things that I can do other than, like, sure, your goal could be you have some expenditures so you can buy some stocks.
Yeah.
Or like stock, save up to buy real estate. But like, there has to be something where you're benefiting only yourself. Like, sure, you can learn. You have to be like financially like able to move stuff or like get more money.
You
So
could
it's like,
start in OnlyFans, and that way you're taking and not
see, the
giving.
thing is, like, those people are geniuses, right?
I know, right?
I think about that all the time. Or it's just like they found something that people want, and they just like.
Crap! My voice is on the stream. I just realized that.
Yeah, you're on the stream.
Everything
you said.
Audio up.
Oh shit. Yeah. Like, what is something that you fulfill that no one else can fulfill, right? And what will make you happy doing it?
I mean, I think that's really hard to.
Of course,
if
that's like a hard question for like every adult.
yeah,
Like,
because I mean,
anyone
I
over
think
21.
I think anybody who most people who think that they fulfill a certain role that nobody else does. I mean, you're either not self-aware enough, or you're just lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, for the
I
most
was gonna
part.
say, there's like, because
Even
like
nothing
everyone wants to fucking
Okay.
stream video games. Everybody
Yes.
wants to talk about football. Everybody
Mhm.
wants to talk about
Yeah.
basketball. So it's like, there's.
How do you make that
there-
different?
Right. That's a good question.
See,
You
that's
gotta
what
get lucky.
It's a luck, and it's like if you're doing content creation, it's like thumbnail, title, streaming to everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Literally everything, right? So, what was I going on? So again, this is just for the 4 of you and Steven watching. Well, it's the book I'm like talking about is called Rich Dad Poor Dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And essentially, this is how he like the book. You can see he's like 10 years old. He asked his rich friend's dad, "How do I make money?" Right? So the book starts. The dad says to him like, "Hey, okay, you're gonna work in my store. I'm gonna give you 10 cents an hour." And he's like
Good
a little
Lord.
kid. He's again. This was like the 80s, right? So everyone's like, "Oh,
Oh,
fuck,
okay.
that's a lot of money, right?"
I was gonna say,
I
it
can
sounds
buy
like
one.
China.
I can buy one comic book, 10 cents an hour, right? Then he does this for 3 weeks. During these 3 weeks, like he has to skip all of these activities, and he only works 3 hours every weekend. So as a kid, that's like a lot of time, right? So he only
So
gets
Marcus does right now as an adult.
he still gets 30 cents a week, right? And after 4 weeks, the kid, the author, he gets fucking pissed. He's just like, "You haven't taught me anything. You've literally just told me to do free labor for you, basically." As a 9-year-old, it's very impressive, right?
Yeah.
And he says, "Okay, you learned your first step, because you were satisfied with the 10 cents in the beginning, but now you're fucking like you're done with it. You didn't do anything with your life." And you're like, "Oh shit, that's me. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I didn't do anything." And that's why I got depressed. Then then he says, "Okay, now that you learned this, you're gonna work for me for free now." Like, what? It's like, I didn't learn anything. I'm still not learning anything. It's like, yeah, you will. You're gonna think about, like, when you work for me, what can you gain from this experience? So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking as Jervin, okay, I'm a little less depressed. Maybe I learned something from my experiences. And like, sure, I did. But it hasn't given me a way to branch out of what I'm currently doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure that out now.
Oh, that's where you are right now.
That's what it feels like for me right now. And basically, it's a very interesting book. I've been reading it. I'm like halfway through it. I started like 2 days ago, but
I guess trying to relate to you, like, you know, I don't know if I've necessarily thought about it like as deep as you have.
yeah.
But like,
Again,
I definitely I've thought about it, and you know, because I honestly I also do a lot of free stuff. You know, I'd be lying if I said it's just because I want to be a good person, right? Like, I think some of it is for sure, like, I think you can take something out of this, or it'll give you exposure, or,
yeah.
you know, like I said, in my case, you can kind of experiment, see
Yeah.
what works, see what doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Short term, 100%, I don't necessarily get much out of it other than the usual, like, oh yeah, I learned this, or, you know, I got to flex a little bit of this muscle, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think, for me at least, I think I'm just thinking, yes, long term though, hopefully, right, it'll pay off. Yeah.
So, okay, let me reiterate with the story, right? So the first 3 weeks, the little kid says like, okay, I get 10 cents a week. Now the dad says, okay, you get $0 a week. Now you work for me, right?
Mhm.
Then a couple weeks later, the dad says, okay, I'm gonna give you $1 an hour now, and that the kid's freaking out, right? He's trying to like stay calm. He's just like, okay. Then he's like, I'm not gonna take it. The little kid says. Then the dad says, okay, I'll give you $2. And he keeps raising it to up to $5, and $5 at the time is probably better than some adults.
Yeah.
Right? And now the kid's like flipping out, and he says no. Right? Then he's like, the whole thing was that the dad wanted to teach him, like, your emotions, your fear of missing out and getting that money now, you were gonna just like sell your soul. It's like a fear thing, right? Because like the deal sounds so good, but like, since you had like the emotion of trying to get the money now, did you really think long term? That's what I've been thinking about too. That's why I think I'm big pussy. Because because the thing is, if I really wanted to do what my heart is telling me, I would have been out of my job 2 years ago.
So what do you want to do then?
I don't know.
Because
Like,
like honestly,
I know it's
like
not this.
the thing is, like, the only thing that I can complain about what I do right now is, like, I don't necessarily, like, care for politics that much. Or at least doing design for politics.
Yeah.
Other than that, I actually have a hell of a lot of fun doing what I do.
See, and that's the thing is, okay.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
that's cool.
I think for me, that's why, like, I'm not trying to be like, yeah, like, I'm, you know, like, I'm in a good spot or anything, but I think that's why it doesn't bother me as much, probably.
Sure.
Is because, like, I don't have to think about it as much at the moment, because, like, if the goal is a little bit more long-term and I'm not really having a miserable, like, obviously I'm not saying, like, I don't have, like, horrible days, right? Like, there's days where I just want to rip my hair out because, like, I can't
figure something out, or
I can't figure it out, but it's because I like it so much, in a sense, that, like, it's a good kind of, like, I can't figure this shit out, you know? Like, it's like I want to figure it out. Not because I, you know, like, most of the time, like, I mean, I guess in some ways I lucked out at my job, in a sense, because most political, for example, like, clients, right? Like, their bar is actually much lower than mine.
Yes.
So if I'm saying this sucks, I need to figure it out, it's mostly because of my own expectations. They're not really there.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's of course it's like a difference if you love your job, but, like, he reiterated in this book, right? Again, this is like the kid experiences at 9 years old we might be experiencing now in our lives, where it's like the first week he had a great time. He's like, okay, with my 30 cents a week, I can buy an ice cream, I can buy a comic book, and I can buy whatever. I'll feel great, right? The next week, it's just like, man, I'm really just doing this work to get some ice cream, and I'm not learning anything, right? And sure, you might be enjoying it at the time, but then you'll eventually go crazy. And it's it's just like, if you enjoy your work, I don't blame you, but then it's just like, you might think about, like, man, I really worked good this month, and, like, I might have not got praise, or, like, I didn't get any, like, monetary bonus from it. It kind of sucks that I can put more time into something, and it's just like I'm still 50 or whatever my salary is. You know?
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, there's definitely a lot of days like that where it's like, you know, like, you go for, like, a few days where basically you just get, like, 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, and you're working way beyond your salary.
That's
and
you,
then you know, and then you're told how much of a difference you made, and then maybe you don't get the praise, or maybe you don't get the bump that you wanted and stuff.
Yeah. And
but I think,
continue.
And maybe, you know, maybe this is kind of my own fear too. But I guess for me, it's like, well, you know, and maybe it's a horrible way of looking at life, but I kind of compare myself to other, you know, people, not even like my age, but people that are, like, much older than me, and I think, okay, actually, I'm not actually in the worst spot. Like, I think, you know, like, me not graduating college yet, and kind of, like, doing this, like, you know, kind of part-time, kind of not.
Yeah. So,
but, you know, I'm 42, and I mean, it's not.
Yeah. So let's go back to this example again. So Steven, my friend, he says, like, why don't you just get a commission-based job, right? Because you're still working for someone else. You're not working for yourself still.
Yeah.
Because, like,
commission,
how I think of it, right? This is how he, like, or, like, the book, again, this explained it, but I've always thought of it this way. If you have, like, money, like, you have stocks, right? Think of every stock you own as your employee. It's making you money. Right? So this is why it goes back to here, this picture. And sure, you might have real estate, you sell it, it goes back to here. Then you can go back and buy more. And this is like a never-ending circle. That's the goal you want to get to. But it's like, or you could do business as well. Business.
Yeah.
So you create your own business. So all these three things, they don't require you to do anything, but it gets you money.
Yeah.
And that's the goal you want, because you don't really, like, there's a reason why there's some people just, like, retire younger, right? It's just like they figured out something where they're able to get money without doing all the work again.
Yeah.
I
mean, a lot of that for sure is luck, though, because, you know, right place at right time kind of thing.
Yeah. Is that why you've been talking about making YouTube videos? I don't know. And the thing is, again, it's like, whatever I do, am I being a big pussy about it because I'm not trying hard enough? Because, like, again, I've been thinking about it. It's like, why do I do certain things? Do I feel productive working out? Like, I guess I do, but am I really like, sure, I'm, like, more healthy, right? I could just maintain this, but like career-wise, I'm like the same. Like nothing's changed for 2-3 years.
I mean, the working out part's still pretty important.
No, it's
I mean,
important, right? But it's like I could go harder into it. I was thinking like I used to go like 2-3 hours a day working out, doing stuff, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I again, I don't know necessarily like, well, of course you just kind of told us, but like, I don't know exactly where your head's at.
I'm just trying to.
But I do think though that in a lot of cases you are much better off than most people our age.
Yes, yes.
Like, yes, I don't blame you for for thinking about these things, obviously, because like, you should be asking these questions and like you should be thinking about like what your next move is and how you should be better and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like right now, because you're like, oh, like how do I make this money, all this kind of stuff. Like, you've only really started your career just now.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like without throwing your salary, like obviously, like on your stream, like you make a lot of money.
Yeah. Well,
right
again,
now,
I'm not trying to say I'm ungrateful of like my opportunity.
No. But I'm saying
But,
like I feel like you have so much time to actually figure out how to make that money. I
But a
actually
lot of
just
people
think you need to, like,
in Jervin's spot wouldn't be trying to think next level like
Yeah, I'm afraid because I know like I'm talking to some of my friends and they'll say like, oh yeah, like I don't feel like spending like getting stocks because it's risky because like like what happens if I lose my job, right? That's a common thing, but it's like how
but
much
you should get it if you have the ability to, because
there's always like a if like, oh, the worst case scenario, everything will go down, right? But it's like, what is the point when you're gonna take a risk in your life? And I don't even know if I've ever taken a risk. Like, what is the biggest risk you've ever taken? I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. And I've been thinking about that. I was like, man, I literally haven't done anything that's crazy,
Do you really think that you haven't taken risks? I mean,
well, like a lot of things.
Because I'm actually asking, I don't know.
I'm talking about like financial risk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right? It's like
everything goes back to you.
What was the question? Sorry. Is it like, have you ever taken a risk, or is it like, or what's the question? Hello?
Oh, are you asking me?
Oh, or what was your question you asked?
Oh no, I was just saying, like, do you really feel like you haven't taken a financial risk yet? Because I feel like maybe
I really don't think so. Like, I feel like I've done almost everything 100% of the plan as society expects me to.
Okay.
Like, literally, I went to college, thanks to my parents' money, of course. Then it's like, I got like, literally the most stable job in the world. And yeah, I just live. And, yeah. Like, luckily to me, I'm in a beneficial position where my parent, like, I don't have any loans or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm like in a very winning position. But
so
it's
you said that you wanted to like do something that like you enjoy doing, right? Like, is that what you're saying before? Like,
I think I'm just in this rut where I don't know what I want, and I'm too big pussy to try anything. Right? That's what it feels like to me. And I'm not sure. I just feel big pussy. That's like the best way to explain it. It's literally the best way I can explain it. I feel big pussy. Like, everything I think about, like, dude, I'm thinking about like a goal to set next year, right? So I was thinking maybe I'll do content creation, but I'm not gonna do some stupid shit. I'm gonna go hard. I'll just go hard for 6 months. Let's see how hard I can go. Can I get 1,000 subs? That's all I want. Or can I get 1,000 subs on YouTube? That's doable if I really try and I really like figure out my path, right? Yeah. And I think any one of us can do that, but are you willing to put the time? Then like I'll watch like a billion videos and like, dude, you have to really put a lot of time, right? Then I become big pussy again. I'll just complain. I was just like, oh yeah, you really have to put time. You have to like really think about your videos and think about your titles. I'm like, I can think of that. Then it's like, ugh. Now I'm in this fret or like, yeah.
I totally feel that for sure.
Or it's just like, I could do a billion things right now, but here I am, like, playing some random game, and then I get stressed.
Yeah.
Then that's why I'm thinking about, like, might as well, like, play something to have a purpose, right? Like, oh, maybe I can make content out of this, but I'm like, no, like, I'm really just brain dead, resident sleeper, like, fucking passing out when I'm playing my game, not thinking about anything. Then I'm like, oh, God. So these are the things, yeah.
I feel that. I mean, you know, like there's a lot of like there's even like people that I work with that I'm like, man, like I want to get to that, but I know they somehow put in like way more time than I have, you know, and it's just like holy shit.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even really be able to like, you know, even like the dumb shit I like to play.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have the time for that, and yeah, like I'm also kind of big pussy in that way. I mean, you know, it's like damn, like I could do that.
Yeah, but the thing is like, thing is like my mentality is like I could, right? It should be I can, I will. That should be the mentality. But I'm big pussy, and that's the thing. It's like, oh man, like I really need to like work on something because like I'm at this point. I feel like I'm falling behind of my peers that are doing cool things, and
that's crazy that you feel that way. Not invalidating what you're feeling.
Yeah, no,
I'm
of course.
That's crazy from like an outsider's perspective. Like,
yeah, like I know I'm in a great position, but it's just like I'm like if I'm comparing myself to other coders my age, I know, I don't feel any more experienced or like any CS person could have a thing.
Yeah.
Like having first of all, Steven, I'm not gonna go pro in Valo. I'm too bad at that game. Okay. Purpose means making money. The purpose doesn't mean making money. It's just like I guess this is what everyone experiences through their life. There has to be like a purpose, right? Trying to figure out your purpose. And some people will never find it, right? Like you won't be excited to do something. And like sure, I have my like guilty pleasures of playing Valorant with my friends, just hanging out and stuff, but it's just like, is that like I need something. Like, are you really gonna spend 40 hours a week doing something you don't want to do? Like, do you ever, like, you saw your parents or, like, whatever, your guardian or whatever, like, go to work, they're not fucking happy, they're not skipping to work. There's a reason for that.
There's definitely a reason why I went against my family's expectations.
Yeah. You know?
Like, they made a lot of money before, you know, that's why, I mean, you see my old house, like, they have a big ass house, you know, they were able to provide for their family, and that's cool and all, but they hated what they did.
Yeah.
Like, they come home, they're miserable.
See,
you know?
the thing is, it's like, I don't hate it because it gives me so much time to think. And I've been literally reading, I don't know if she said some stream, but whatever. It's just like, I'm literally just reading during my work. And it's like, and the thing is, I had like a meeting with my manager, and he's saying, you're doing a great job. And that's what's like, oh my God. Like, what is the expectation of me? Like, am I doing a shit job? Like, 'cause I think I'm not doing the best job I can, but it's just like, what are the resources? Like, if everyone thinks I'm doing amazing, it's crazy.
I just think that there's a lot of people that just really fucking suck, and somehow we're actually not that bad. Like, I kind of feel the same. I mean, obviously, like, you know, like, you saw the worst of it.
Yeah.
Like the election stuff, because this is like the time where I basically just like died.
Yeah,
but honestly, any other year, I mean, I'm literally like sometimes I'm at work and I just like watch Netflix and shit. You know, and then they'll talk to me like, "Hey, by the way, you're killing it," and I'm like, "Oh shit, let's go!" You know, like,
shit.
That's what my manager told me like a week ago, because I worked a bunch of overtime with quotes around overtime, but he's like, "Yeah, thank you for this. You're doing a great job." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm half-assing all of this, and I'm like coming home and playing Madden in the car during work. Like, I ain't doing that." But I was like, "Hey, whatever."
Yeah.
There was something I was watching too. It was just like, have you ever just went to work and you literally did nothing? Let's say you had like 10 tasks. You did 10 tasks. You did one of them, and you felt like you did nothing, but you felt like you went to a full day of work.
Yeah.
That's almost like, I could say that almost. A majority of people feel that way. A large majority, like 80%, 90%.
Where you just feel like you just didn't work and get.
I'm just saying people in general, right? I bet like, you go to work, you do 1/10 of the things you know you could have done, but you feel like you come back home and you're like, man, I'm exhausted from doing nothing. Then you get the anxiety of what is it? Just like, oh shit, I didn't do anything, but I'm so tired. I don't know how.
It depends on the day, but
But
yeah, it
but
did
there's
happen.
some days you have like, yeah, you do like 8, 10 out of 10, right? You did a great job, you thought, right? But it's, I don't know.
But I mean, don't you think that like if you were able to do 10 out of 10 all the time, or even most of the time, like do you like at that point you might just not even be human.
Wait, say that one more time. Sorry.
Like if you were able to do it consistently, where you did most of the stuff you feel like you could have done, you might not actually not be human. Or maybe you're just like.
Well, like, do you see the thing is like I think, like in terms of time, you killed the
Okay.
game. I've been thinking.
Yeah, you.
It's just
True.
like how many hours do we waste
Tons.
just in waste like a day?
I mean, I
right?
think, yeah.
And it's just like if I converted half of those hours to like whatever I thought of, like any of my quote ideas, and I like for the past like 3 months, I could have done something with that time, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh man, like I don't want to miss out. You killed the fucking one.
I mean, I hope you don't feel like. I mean, for one, I don't.
Oh no, I'm not
I don't necessarily like. I don't necessarily think like playing video game. I mean, I think if you play video games excessive amount of hours like every day, I think that's a waste of time.
Yeah, but I'm trying
But
to.
if you're just playing, like, especially like how most people use games, which is usually just like a stress relief. You play it for
Yeah.
a little bit with your friends, stuff like that. Like, I don't think that inherently is like a bad thing or a waste of time.
I agree,
think
but I
I
think
think revolving your life around video games, and if that's a
Is-
majority of what you do, I think that's where it becomes a problem.
I
But-
think it's just I don't know. I don't. I liked your point. I forgot I had a counterpoint, but not counterpoint, but I had an addition to this discussion. Steven said, "Do you want to have a career besides your current job?" Yeah, I'm moving to a different team within my company, and maybe that will help me like feel or like learn more things. That was the whole goal of me switching to a different team. But I don't know if it's like, again, I don't want to be a hater, but like my salary is the same. Like I'm gonna get quote harder work, but I don't get any monetary value from it. I'm just literally more stressed because of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know really. Am I gonna be hype about it? Like I don't know. Like I'm excited to try something new because so like sometimes my work is so boring. But yeah,
I mean, like, yeah. Again, I don't know what your goals are, but I mean, for me, like the goal is to, yeah, like be a freelance designer where I just work for myself, do whatever the fuck I want.
yeah, that sounds awesome.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, and you're
Um,
finding like you have your passion of making things.
Yeah,
And I think
creating
it's just
content.
I think it's just like my lack of creativity now. If that makes sense. Because I feel like I'm a creative person, but I'm doing nothing creative. And it's driving me nuts.
That's probably. I mean,
Yeah,
I think you definitely need to just channel that somewhere, like whether that's
Mhm.
Twitch, whether
I
that's,
feel like I feel like my time was putting into working out and jujitsu. Right. But it's like
those are really cool though, by the way.
those are cool, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, but it's like it's
And the
nice.
useful life skills, by the way.
No, yeah, I guess like fighting is it's helpful for sure, but it's like I can't like it's weird. I don't know.
You can compete.
I am competing, sadly.
Have you started? Have you
My-
started it already?
My coach wants me to do it January, like right after I come back, because I'm gonna be in Vegas for 2 weeks.
Oh,
So
nice.
then I'm gonna be eating shitty food. Then 2 weeks later, I'm competing. I have to like.
Oh shit! Where are you
yeah.
competing at?
There's one in Reno. It's like a, yeah. So
Is
I don't
it
know how many people.
What's the name of the? Is it like Naga or?
Oh,
what's the
I
other one?
have zero clue.
Oh, okay.
Reno, Jitsu. I don't know spell it. Tournament.
And you're doing gi, right?
Yeah.
Yes gi instead of no gi.
Yeah. Yes. Ski.
Yes gi.
Yes. Ski.
Did you get your blue belt, by the way?
Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, I got COVID like a month ago.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
So I was literally gonna get like, so it's like, say it was a Saturday, right? I got my COVID test. I got really sick Friday, the day before. Then so I'm like,
God
oh
damn.
fuck, damn it,
So
I'm gonna get it.
Are you competing at the
No,
white
my
belt
coach
level
is like, you're going white belt. If you win, or when you win, you'll get the blue belt. So it's a lot of
Oh, that's
pressure.
cool.
He's putting a lot of pressure on
You
me.
get to sandbag some white belts.
Yeah, that's
No
what he's.
problem.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of stress on me. And I'm like, I keep thinking about like the timing. I'm like, dude, I'm literally, every time I go to Vegas, I eat almost like 2 meals a day, and they're like big meals. There was one time I ate dinner with someone, then Isa texted me 30 minutes later, like, hey, me and Armand going sushi, do you want to go? And I'm like, dude, I spent $150 on a meal, but I'm down. Like, I'm down to go.
Here, like a few times out of the year.
Yeah. But like, I go hard when I'm there. It's bad. Last time I was there, I think I gained 20 pounds.
Hey, all I'm saying is though, right? Like, I feel like that's a good, like, you kind of have a good mindset on things. Like,
Yeah.
if you are in this like kind of comfortable spot, but you're still kind of like, yeah, but I don't really like, like, most people get so complacent.
And
Like,
that's what I'm afraid of. That's
like
the thing.
around like our age, where it's like, oh, this is cool, like we're good now.
Yeah.
And
Or like,
if that's how you are, like that's cool. Like I'm not ripping on people for
yeah.
getting, like being comfortable where they're at, but I also feel like people who have that attitude of I want more and stuff, I feel like generally like they just
Mm-hmm.
kind of have like a much better life, like especially down the road. Like if you're just not satisfied with where you're at, and like I said, like where you're at's already pretty good. Like
Yeah, I like, to be honest,
there are tons of adults who don't even get to like
even my position. Yeah.
yeah.
See, the thing is, like, I just can't imagine grinding 9 to 5 forever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've only literally been working for 3-4 years.
Mhm.
And I don't know. Like, I do save like a majority of my money, and like I do all that. I do all safe shit like stocks and stuff and whatever, like very basic investing and stuff. But it's like, ugh, I need to do more. And it's like,
So, I mean,
yeah, like I feel like it's like
it
skill
definitely
based.
sounds like you just need to find that one thing that fulfills you. Like,
Open your own company. Let's open a PC cafe. PC cafe in Reno. Everyone has a computer here after COVID. Yeah, we could try. That's a tough one. I need to make this bigger. Dude, the things I've thought of, like, so stupid. Or not really stupid. It's like
I feel
content
like
creation
PC
stuff.
Cafes wouldn't work anymore.
PC cafe in America, it's kind of weird, I think.
yeah, anywhere else it could work, but yeah, here in America, no.
We could try, the one thing I want to try in Reno is just a karaoke place. That's what I've always wanted. Just because there's no karaoke, like Asian karaoke in Reno. And there is like a huge Asian population due to the school.
You gotta get those Asian like
Though then I get
like
the
themed,
soror-
like, happy
no.
birthdays.
Yeah, then I get the sororities and for the Asian sorority and fraternity one. No, you're talking about the bowling place? Because, like, they don't do it good. No, they don't do it good there at the mall. It's shit, okay? If I just steal, I'll just steal the literally the business design of, the one, like, cute karaoke. I don't know. Now I'm just gonna read and think about stuff forever.
I mean, yeah.
There's nothing.
I mean, honestly, like,
yeah.
huh?
I don't want to sound whiny. It's just like, man, I've been.
no,
like,
I don't think you're whining at all.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think it's good that you're not,
I don't
you're
want
not
to.
just like settling.
Yeah, I never.
Because
wanna
I would hate to see it like you're only like 25 years old and you're like, all right, I make this much money, we're good. Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you're only, if you're only 25 and you really can do so much more, like you should be kind of being like, okay, like what's next?
Yeah, that's where I'm
Yeah.
at the point to figure out what can I do and what am I not gonna be big pussy about? Yeah, Steven, I have been to round one. That isn't good because first of all, you can't drink in the karaoke place, and for some reason, all the lights are on, so like people can see you from outside. It's really weird. It's not good. It's like okay, right? It's fun, but at the time it's not good. Asian karaoke should be isolated. It should be high drinking and overpriced everything. That's how it should be. Like spending, yeah. And there's only like 2 booths in there. What are you gonna do with that?
Where's that at?
There's like a, do you know what round 1 is? I think there's one in like Vegas now. It's some like arcade.
No, is this
Oh.
there's a karaoke place?
It's like a white person karaoke place in a way. It's like a mix.
Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever been there.
Yeah, but it's like it's kind of weird because it's like a glass room, and for some reason, like everyone can see you, but they can't hear you. But like, you know, like I don't know if you've ever been to karaoke, but you just act stupid
have.
the whole time. You
Yeah.
just like act like a dumbass. You just like sing your dumb loud metal song
Yeah.
or whatever.
I don't
it's,
love
like,
it, to be honest. It's really
Some people don't like it, but
Yeah, I
like,
don't like it.
that's my shit. I like that.
that's your shit. Oh,
That's my
okay.
shit. That's my shit.
We should get Chris to go to that.
I don't even think I want to hear Chris talk.
Usually
fair enough,
though,
'cause
it's
he
great.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't want to hear him talk, but remember when you went on the podcast and you just asked him questions?
See, like even that,
like
that's
2
what-
hours.
The Chris show.
I think
That was fun.
I'm just gonna convince Chris for me and Chris to have a podcast.
You don't
my-
want that.
I would pay you. I would
Dude.
subscribe to that.
I'm just like, okay, we got
think I would
Gervin
too.
and a guy that literally says 3 words, and half of them are racist.
And the other half is your mom.
Yeah.
Bro, you literally asked him, like, even when we did the podcast, you would ask him like what do you do, Chris? And he'd just be like, oh, you know, stuff.
I was really sad I was never on.
We usually did it when it was like there wasn't a lot of us on it. Because like there was one episode where it was just like just me, I think both of them were like just me, Armand, Chris, and Jervin. And like Armand would take a shit in the middle of it or something. I don't know. He's gone for a while.
2 hours. 2 hours. Yeah.
And then Jervin ended up finding the bitch knife in the couch. It was actually pretty cool.
That's a long time ago. Very long time
Yeah, I wonder
ago.
if Crystal has the bitch knife.
For Chris, man.
You could ask Chris how his life has changed since then.
See, that's the thing.
And
It hasn't.
Hold on, real quick. I just
He
saw
quit
this
his
on
job.
Reddit.
Yeah.
he grew hair. That was literally it.
So,
So I have to bring this up because I just saw it on Reddit. It's on RNB8's. Skip found his LBJ retirement plan, and it's just quote: Luca can't shoot, can't clutch shoot, and is a defensive liability. And it's just a video of Undisputed.
Oh my god.
He found his new
Yeah.
LeBron.
Skip.
Oh my god.
Come on, Skip.
Skip really only like I don't know why he doesn't like
You're
he
right,
only
Steven, yeah.
rags on like good players, I feel like.
the
Well,
thing-
I mean,
yeah.
if your
I need to find
goat is
something.
Michael Jordan, like he
Yeah.
rags on anybody who like can threaten his favorite player. So obviously Jordan. So he rags on
dumb.
LeBron because he threatens him. I don't know how he is with Mahomes, but he probably would rag on Mahomes too.
He
or
rags
prob-
on Mahomes because Shannon always has to
Does he?
defend him. Yeah.
Well, yeah, 'cause Shannon loves it. I know he rags on Aaron Rodgers too.
Yeah. Anybody that can touch Brady.
Yeah.
It's like, nope.
But
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't talk to his family, so I get it.
You and Justin were talking about this before. Yeah. Let's make a karaoke in Reno, dude. $1 billion.
Let's do it. I'm in. I'll
You're
invest.
You're invest
Yeah, I'm gonna invest. Asian karaoke, whatever.
in Reno.
Whatever. Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Literally, if you take any Vegas food place, like a quote popular place, and bring it here, you'd be a millionaire. It's crazy.
Really?
I swear. Like
Such as like.
like if you do like a K barbecue, right? Like sure, it's an expensive place,
Mhm.
but legit, like just the quality over there, it's crazy. Just like the things they serve you there, it's like way higher. And like
In Reno or Vegas?
in Vegas for sure.
Yeah.
So because like there's something you like here or like K barbecue is like what is the average there? I'm on 30, I'm guessing.
It's
Yeah.
like 25-ish, but yeah.
25, 30, right? Then like over here sometimes at dinner it could be like 50. And it's like there's like nothing special, right? But it's like a little
Wow.
bit better, but yeah. Just because there's so little of it. So you can like increase the premium and shit.
Hey, that's a lot.
Too bad I wouldn't I would never open a restaurant.
Yeah, restaurants are apparently like really hard businesses to keep afloat.
Yeah. see 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they like literally percented like percent. Also,
That
it's
was
like
a good cyberpunk.
you saw this,
Yeah.
or was it? Oh, I lost it. Oh,
There it is.
Armand, did you start Cyberpunk?
I have it downloaded, but I haven't started it yet because I would have played today, but then
Everyone's like
I
chilling.
ended up just playing Halo with Ryan, so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited though.
You're playing on your PC too. You might actually make the game look good. Mine just looks
Kinda.
like a nice 2015 game.
Kinda.
That's like yours.
Mine, like, I don't know. It looks good. I just have like kind of low.
Yeah. You can open a computer place fixing building. I don't think, to be honest, I'm not good enough to do that, if that makes sense. I could learn, but it's just like,
You could get good at it pretty fast.
yeah.
Wait, can you do the last? Sorry, I just completely missed it.
Steven said you can just open a computer part place / fixing building stuff.
Oh yeah, and then you can
business.
like
It's like
start like a
once
YouTube
you start,
channel,
you do it a few times, you pick it up.
and then you start a YouTube channel, and then
See, okay, so imagine, right? This is where Big Pussy comes up again, right? Do you know who Donkey is? The YouTuber, Donkey?
I've heard of him.
Essentially, he makes one video a week, right?
Mhm.
And recently, he's come with the realization that I can't compete in this YouTube climate just because these people post, like, just videos every day. Video game videos every day.
Yeah.
I can't compete. Even though like mine maybe a little bit like longer, but it's like a little bit funnier, but it's like I can't compete. Right? So it's like I have to hire you have to get an editor in like the modern day.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like I guess the Big Pussy thing, like I'm thinking way too in the future because I'm not even doing anything. It's just essentially like you buy an editor early. Because like realistically, right, like a good editor, it takes like multiple hours to make just a decent video,
Sure.
right? And it's like how much you're gonna pay. Like, do you pay them now when you're making 0? Does that make sense?
I mean, I think you get to that like point.
well, like, see,
where-
that's the thing, right? Hypothetically, if you had a guy, you invested in these good videos faster earlier, right? You might be making negative now, but you can be growing faster over time.
That's fair.
See, that's the thing. That's the Big Pussy mentality.
I feel like that'd be a really tough gamble, though.
Yeah.
But again, that's a risk. Like, do you think your content's good enough? Like, are you actually making content that's actually providing someone something?
This streaming market's so saturated.
Well,
That's a tough
exactly.
one.
Streaming
every
market,
industry.
streaming, like things are like, what is it? Saturated, right? So you're not gonna be a Valorant streamer, right? Unless you're literally the best player, like your top 10 player, right?
Yeah.
Or you're like high level, funny, right? Those are like the things. But it's like finding your niche in the world. And you gotta find your niche in whatever you do. Or you just make really entertaining videos that make people want to click. So I was like thinking, I'm like, what is like stupid shit that I can do, right? I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna get Sven or DeWitt, right? We'll play StarCraft, but I can only press one button a minute. Can I beat them? Or like 5 buttons a minute. I think I can beat them. Or like 10 APM, right? Like, can I make that interesting video?
You pulled off a few years ago where it was like, all right, 1 sub, 1 shot.
Yeah, but it's like that's like unsustainable, right? That's like a one
no,
funny
it's
video. That would be like if I had more people, but I don't.
Yeah.
Also, though, yeah, that's very Yeah. But yeah, something to think about. I didn't want to depress you guys too, thinking
I'm not
about like the
depressed.
future.
You just depressed the shit out of me, to be honest.
Oh shit! Rip Ryan.
No, really. I do understand where you're coming from though, because I think about not that deep, but I know where you're coming from. I kind of think about shit like that every now and then too.
You're just like fuck. Like,
Yeah, because like especially now, because like I'm working a real fucking rinky-dink job right now,
yeah.
and so I'm just kind of like, oh my god, like I could do better, but I'm big pussy and I'm big lazy, mostly
But
big
that's the
lazy.
see, that's the thing too. I'm big lazy too. That's the issue. And it's just like the thing is like your big lazy feeds into your big pussy. I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like fuck. Like I gotta do something. Then you're like, today I spent like an hour during my lunch. I was like, okay, I'll fix up my YouTube banner. I was like, fuck, this is so shit. Like I should just stop doing this. Why am I even putting time into this? I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do it for fun. Then like I try to like balance it out, but I'm like, that's big pussy mentality. I should do it because I want to do it. What
And
about
to be fair, to be fair to you though, Ryan, like you did just move.
Yeah.
Like you can't really like make.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
what about people
But
doing
even-
opening video? I don't know.
Even when I was like still working at MGM, like I mean that was a decent job considering I didn't go to college or anything, but like I could have done better, and I probably should have, but I was real lazy and I was complacent and I was kind of like, I'm 24, 25. Wait, how old am I? Okay, 23, 24. I was, making pretty decent money and I had a good spot at MGM, and it's like I could have done better, but I was just like, I got it easy here. So I just kind of stayed in the same place.
Try real estate, Ryan.
That's what my dad told me to do too. One of my
You could be good at that. You're pretty good at selling.
bullshitting.
Because like
Yeah.
I know like, what is it? Do you know who Graham Stephan is? Again, he's just like he's a
not.
YouTuber, but he's like a financial guy. I've been
Oh, okay.
into this
I don't
type
know
of
any
stuff for-
YouTubers to be honest. I only know like fucking PewDiePie and some
Yeah,
other shit.
I don't
Other
watch
than
him.
that, like,
I think I'm pretty obscure with my shit, but like,
yeah, like
he's just a
I-
personal finance guy, and he got like, basically he was like 18 during the 2008 recession, so he's just like,
Mhm.
dude, like I gotta buy these houses. Like he really committed when it was literally the worst time possible that everyone's saying you're a fucking idiot, right? Then he just started
Mhm.
selling all these houses, and like he did all these little things, and he just got rich from it. And it's just because he
Damn.
was like he risked himself at a time when people didn't want to put risk.
Yeah, well, that's another thing too. It's like I don't really want to risk. I don't want to like, I don't want to like risk like everything I got into something that might not be like a sure thing for me.
That's the thing.
Because
Me
I
too.
don't have much as it is too. So
But the thing is, right, the only thing we have right now, like, a lot of things we have now is just time.
yeah,
And are we willing to put our time into the good stuff? Or is like things that you feel like are gonna be beneficial? That's why I feel like
Mhm.
if I'm just learning like this even like web development, right? Like that will benefit my career despite like worst case scenario I fail in everything I do. That's how I believe.
What is this? What are you watching here?
What is this?
Yeah,
I don't
oh,
know.
it is SpongeBob.
I don't know, my friends
Is
just
it-
keep sending me like
Is this canned SpongeBob game?
I don't know.
I heard there was supposed to be like some kind of
Oh,
what
this
is it
looks
called?
sick, though,
Unbeatable
honestly.
speedrun Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine. Okay. I heard a long time ago there was some like canned SpongeBob game that was supposed to be pretty cool.
This is good.
This looks dank. But yeah,
What the hell
Driven,
is
I'll
this?
say though, like, yeah, for the web design stuff, like, the stuff that I'll be teaching is mostly focused on the design aspect rather than, like, the developmental aspect.
I
yeah.
feel like
But
maybe...
that's honestly, like, in most cases,
Mhm.
that's probably the part that matters.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
most people don't care about like the technical aspect of it. And maybe
yeah,
like
I mean, you're not gonna, you don't necessarily. I mean, as long as it functions on the most basic levels, like you should be fine.
yeah, and you make sure it
like-
like works on like your phone and shit too, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
And
like
looks nice on
really,
your
it's
phone.
just it's stuff like that. Like most companies aren't gonna ask you to do really specific things. So,
Yeah.
dude, where do I download this game?
That looks cool. I want to play this game.
That's what I'm saying. Hold on.
Everyone's playing Cyberpunk, but this homeless man is showing that you must not always have to follow the masses. What is this? Like he was going like alt tabbing into Hades or something. This has to... This is it.
Okay, wait, I found it, I think.
I'm about to go play Nicktoons Unleashed after this.
I think this is, yeah. So you could,
What's it called?
I just posted in the Discord. Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine.
This is
Oh,
gonna
it's
be...
literally that. Okay.
No, that's the actual.
I
So
thought
what-
that was just some random title.
Yeah, that is a
I'm
title.
like, that's a really good
That's the
title.
fucking game. That's the fucking game.
What, did some just random dude make this game on his...
Yeah.
Just coded it? Well, that's fucking hilarious.
Dude, this looks legit.
I was gonna say, who made freaking Grand Theft Auto SpongeBob over here?
Just like, dang, he's actually like, he's trying to speedrun this. Oh my god.
He's really trying.
Yeah, the
How
other
much does
day.
this cost?
Oh no. Yeah, me, Sven, and DeWitt, we're talking, or I don't know if you met them, but I know TK knows them, but we're like talking about just like shit. We're not doing anything. And I talked about this yesterday when I was playing Cyberpunk. And just like, I don't know. At least I like, some people just don't know what they want to do too. That's the hard part. That's a really hard part. At least like I kind of know I have like things I can try. Like
Yeah.
this web development thing seems really worth, in my opinion.
It's a fun time.
Or just like learning how to make a website. I can start from the beginning.
I just want. I'm honestly gonna download this game. I want to know how it works. Oh, he fucked up. Oh. Do you have to like click the game every time you want to play it?
Well, no, he wants to do the speed run. Like in the top right, he has the time.
Okay, because
So he's trying to get.
Say, like,
So I think
maybe-
he's like glitching through the wall to get to the boss.
Yeah.
I don't even know what happens. It looks like he just played coin toss. Oh, did he
Yeah,
win?
I don't understand like the point of this game. Like he keeps getting to the big plankton, but
Started the timer a little late, so it's like a 23
I don't know what he's supposed to do
maybe,
next.
But still not bad.
I guess that's the whole thing. He just does this.
Practice.
it's like win the coin toss or something.
No, he doesn't. He's just that's it. He's just trying to get a speed run of him running through this little part.
I have
Oh
to
my
admit,
god.
This game looks legit, honestly. That's crazy.
Dude, Mr. Crab.
Grand Theft Crabs.
What?
Wow, the strats.
That
Well, this thing,
fucking
Jervin.
cheater.
At least you're not making minimum wage.
That's
That's
big.
true. I'm in a fortunate spot where I can think about these issues.
Your idea of going all out isn't to spend 900 on a PC, okay?
Hey man.
It's
Oh
He
man.
blew the whistle.
These thoughts would be out of
My
Huh?
thought,
that we may be referencing.
my all in recently
Also,
was like
JP
I
guides run looks so much
dropped all my money and I just put it all in stocks.
What stocks
I-
did you get?
Well, like
Can you
I didn't
reveal that?
full going into it, but
Yeah.
You should have done it back in March.
He's a fake. He's a fraud.
sh- okay, again, big pussy of me.
You know how insane? Like, I've thought about this so much. It's like, damn. Just imagine what you would have made if you just did it back in March, right after everything crashed.
I think about that too. And then
Did you
I
get
thought,
Tesla stock?
I got Tesla stock only like 2 months ago. So
Oh, okay. Because
I
apparently their shit has gone
fucking,
way up.
It's nuts. Like a couple yeah. So I've bought 5 Tesla stock. I've made $1,000.
Such sharp turns.
Not
Like
bad.
fuck. It's like fuck.
Jesus
How do you
Christ.
determine like whose stock
You
you
could have
buy?
made like 10 times
To be honest, the thing is like I'm very just like I'm not really educational with it, which is bad. But
So are
like
you kind of just gambling, really?
it's kind of gambly, but it's just like
Oh,
I go for like companies that are kind of known because it's just like if you hold it long enough, it usually just goes up. Because I'm not like day trading or anything. It's like usually for like a year I'll hold.
Oh, okay.
So like almost like all my stocks are up, even though it's just like I've held them for like more than a couple years, so they've gone up. Maybe not like crazy amounts, but
Nothing about starting and stopping the drift. It's all about just, I don't know, divine. cosmic rays hitting the computer at the right time. You just got a 21.9? What do you mean, Dankin? What do you mean? How did you get bullshit? After this round, I'm checking. We're still making good time, though. Shit. Well,
Armand, how much does this game cost?
No, it's free.
Is it?
It's free. I think it's free. Hold on, let me double check real quick. Yeah, you can just download the raw file.
Yeah, thinking about it does benefit me. Just thinking about what can I do. It benefits all of us just thinking about it. And maybe when I shrink my pussy to be less big, right, then I'll act.
You just gotta slide it over from vagina to penis.
Yeah, slide it to penis.
this morning I learned that I'm a foot fetish icon, voted the best, and I can't say what gold medal winning feet look like. They've certainly done their homework with that reviews. As 8 is a ludicrous
Just the content
presentation and all
people want.
feet, so I checked it out.
This guy looks like Jesus.
Worthy of being in the same
Oh, now you're on some weird shit.
This is
Wiki feed? Wait,
yeah,
what?
this guy has the #1 feed or something. I saw this.
Have you?
TK.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Yeah, I've been
there
looking at
at
these.
3:15, or like basically 3:15.
Oh. Oh, like you came in like right after?
Yeah,
Oh, that's.
you're right, Steven. But like, if everyone is like, again, so your goal, if your goal, right, is to just like, I want to be live debt free, right? Then what next? Right? Like, of course I'm in a great position, but like, what next?
You can beyond that.
Like, if you look back on yourself and you're like, okay, I literally lived the, like a top 1%, like 0.01% life, right? And you just stood there. Whatever. It's not whiny, or it's like, it's kind of whiny, but it's just like,
Well,
you
it's
should
like
be looking at yourself.
there's a bunch of people who are looking at you and like, I want to be where you're at.
Yeah, if
That's
someone
my
was in my,
goal.
if someone was
And
in
now
my position,
you're at that spot, and it's like, okay, what's my goals now?
yeah. Do you want to achieve something? Yeah. I just don't know. What should I put effort in? Valo World Champion is next year. Dude, can you imagine? I
get
have
the
a
team
better
together.
chance. I have a better chance of me being a commentator. Than,
Yeah, go work on being a shoutcaster, and you can go.
I'll be like Average Jonas. Do you know who that is? He was like a commentator for the EU one, but all he just does a lot of lineup videos. Yeah. Gotta try first. I don't know. Yeah. Life in esports is interesting. I've applied to like game companies.
For their like
This whatever like
What-
software engineering, not like really game development, but software engineering stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. None. Because they're like, see, the thing is like they're, I don't know. And that like my job doesn't show me those things that they want. So it's kind of like, eh. I just kind of tried just to see. I tried Riot and like Blizzard and stuff.
position.
Dude, I'm so thirsty. Time's it. Oh shit. Armand, you said we were gonna go to sleep at 1.
Yeah, but then he started talking about like cool stuff.
Yeah, that's the
Shit.
thing. Maybe I'll just
I
Good.
wish this is what Chris meant when he said.
maybe I'll just go depression talks.
You could.
I'll go Depression Talks. That'll be my YouTube channel.
That was it?
Depression Talks with
Mark-
Jervin.
Marcus might have already taken that name.
Oh no.
Dang.
You know, Chris still doesn't know when he's graduating, Driven.
Why doesn't he know?
I don't know.
Because he's too busy doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
Mandated family time.
That's like a legit thing. He really doesn't
See, the
know
thing-
what
Oh,
he's
okay,
at.
this is like a montage. I thought it was like...
I don't know if you like game as career or like game for playing for fun. I don't know. I like it for fun, clearly, but it's like, what is it? It's like if you can make your hobby, you get money from your hobby. That's why I started Twitch in the first place, because I thought in myself like, how many of my friends have Amazon Prime and they don't sub to anyone? That was literally my only reason I started Twitch.
Here, I'll start subbing to you in round. Okay?
Yeah, this is because my mentality was just like, yo, like, Isa has a Twitch or like a freaking Amazon Prime. Do her sisters use her Twitch Prime? I don't think so. Then it's just like,
Yeah.
dude, that's like $250 per like my 10 friends.
I feel bad. I should have just been subbing to you this entire time.
It's okay. You shouldn't feel bad because I didn't stream. You know.
Well, you're starting to now, so now I can...
See, it's a little bit different, right? Because I hated like, I don't like asking for it if I'm not doing it. I don't ask now because I think my content's shit.
We're talking about yours is top tier.
I like how it's top tier because you're there, TK, right? Clearly.
Like,
What about me, TK? When you
I don't even know what the hell I watched you play like a few weeks back. It was just like...
Bomberman thing? Was it like a battle royale?
It
thing?
was like it was like the maze.
Yeah.
It was like very thinking, weird shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
perception, weird stuff going on.
Yeah. I played that game when I had COVID. I was very sick.
Yeah,
was
I
getting a
watched that
headache
for like
the whole
30
time.
minutes, and I was like,
Fuck this
insane.
game. This game is too.
It kind of gave me a headache after a while.
It
but
gave
was
me a
kinda
headache.
Cool.
It
It
gave
was
me a
super
headache.
entertaining for a little while.
It was like painful actually. This guy's sick. I don't know. Armand, I'm excited
What's
for
up?
you to play Valorant. I'm really excited. And that's what I'll make my
Armand could pull, or Jervin could pull off all these things in
if
trigger discipline, but then they just turn around and they shoot Jervin.
yeah. Maybe you should watch Valorant highlight. What are we doing? We should be.
Oh yeah, we gotta be on the...
But we don't
stealth pitch.
want Armand to actually like CS:GO. That's a mistake.
Oh yeah, pull up the finals.
You know what? I gave and I know this was a long time ago, but still, like, I did have fun with Valorant.
Yeah, I know.
Fun with CS:GO. Like, I did not like.
CS:GO.
Like, I was just like, dude, what the fuck am I playing? I have it in my Steam. I just.
Well, yeah, the thing is, like, if you play Valorant, maybe you should give CS:GO a try. If you end up like actually kind of really liking Valorant, just because it's kind of interesting to see this is the roots of the game, and you'll see like
I mean, I get that, but it's just like even like the parts of the gameplay that I find interesting with Valorant, it's like, you know, like everyone's like a different character.
yeah,
Whereas CS:GO, really the only differentiating thing is, well, you know, what guns am I
What gun
buying?
you
know?
have.
Yeah, like that's it.
and you're gonna. Some people like that
I know, yeah.
because
And some
it-
people
if
like
you-
playing, and some people like playing DDoS all day, you know. But it's like,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Oh my god, that shouldn't have worked. Okay.
All right, well, I'm probably gonna head out.
Yeah,
but
I should
I'll
go to
be
bed.
Back.
Me too.
I'll probably play. Well, I'll be playing Cyberpunk tomorrow, but I'll be in the Discord probably. So.
Yeah, I'm done with this show.
All right. Well, I hope you're not sad, but I'm joking. Well,
No,
I'll be figuring out what you want to do though soon.
Well, he's doing better than Marcus.
That's
Hey, I compare my whole life to Marcus. Okay.
Well, then you're must be feeling fucking great.
I was gonna
Let's
say
see.
you must be depressed.
Well, if he's comparing it to Marcus, everything relative
That's
to
true.
Marcus,
That's- Well,
Maybe-
he's
pretty
depressed. too,
fucking
though.
great.
See, the thing is, I should be making just highlights of random shit we talk about.
Good.
Good. I don't know anything.
Just, you know what? If you're gonna do that, yeah, you definitely need to have Chris in here because people probably don't think that someone like him exists.
Maybe I should make a documentary.
About Chris, dude, I would pay. I'd legit pay you.
Like,
Me
hey
too.
guys, I'll do a Patreon, a monthly Patreon. Like, hey guys,
Bro, if you literally just follow Chris around with the camera for like a couple of even just days, I would pay for that.
the most interesting man.
You could follow around for like days and get like
No cut.
tens of hours of footage, but there would probably only be like 10-15 minutes within that are actually good.
Yeah.
But man, would those 10-15 minutes be great?
Chris would be interacting with his family. Hey, Chris, how'd you do today? Good. What'd you do? Oh, you know.
Holy shit, was that Armand?
This is Crashies, or is this Food? I think this guy's name is Food.
Wait, what?
Oh, we're just talking about. Are you watching the stream, right?
Oh no,
look, come on,
Yeah,
I
just
Look,
Yeah.
it's Armand. It's playing. It's just like you.
You're a hater,
Can't you
bro.
see him?
did he blind somebody?
No, he did just killed people and
Okay,
was,
he doesn't look like you now, but you know how we always compare you to the Spider-Man
Oh,
guy. He
is
looks like
blind?
that.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not him, but it looks like him.
He lost a
so-
lot of weight though.
The Spider-Man guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what he looks like now, but I heard he lost.
He's thin. What's his name?
How the fuck is he gonna play the character then? When you know?
Bill-
Hey, man,
Let the
he
man
lost
comes out.
All right, y'all, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
Alright,
so-
well, later.
All right,
Bye-bye.
later, guys.
Spider-Man film.
Dude, he's thin. Dude, that's so much weight.
Oh yeah, I've seen this picture. Yeah.
It's nuts. Why are they? Dude, he looked good for him.
Hell yeah.
Dude. Why aren't they showing the picture of him? I don't care about that. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Alright.
See ya. Bye.
Later.
Oops. I cut TK out. Okay, thanks for watching. I need to go sleep. Thanks, Steven, for watching me rant for... Look at that. New subscribers, Sven Diaz. My other friend didn't sub to me. That's a GG, dude. That's a GG. Dude, he just subbed to me 6 hours ago? What? Okay. Go to bed. I don't know how to end stream. Oh god. Everyone's seeing how I do streams.